the 12-month body transformation blueprint. Look at these two men. Same age, same decade of life. One of them decided that 60 meant slowing down. The other one decided that 60 was the starting line. Which one are you? Because I'm about to give you something most men over 60 will never get. A full 12-month blueprint, month by month, step by step. Exactly what to do to rebuild your body, reclaim your strength, and look better at 65 than most men do at 45. And here's the thing, nobody's telling you. Your biology isn't working against you. Your programming is. You were taught to slow down, to take it easy, to accept that this is just what aging looks like. That's the lie. The 3% of men who transform their bodies after 60 don't have better genetics. They don't have more time. They have a different operating system. By the end of this video, you'll have that operating system too. But first, there's one thing about months 7 through 9 that most men completely skip, and it's the reason 90% of transformations stall out. I'll get to that. Let's get into it. Months 1 to 2, build the foundation you never had. Here's the mainstream lie about starting fitness after 60. Start slow, go easy, listen to your body. Sounds reasonable. It's actually dangerous advice. Why? Because when you move like you're fragile, your body starts believing it is fragile. You don't just lose muscle from sitting still. You lose the neurological pathways that tell your muscles to fire. Most men in their 60s aren't weak because of age. They're weak because they've been training themselves to be weak for years. Months 1 and 2 are about one thing, reestablishing your body's movement patterns. Forget complicated programs, forget split routines, forget the stuff 25-year-olds do. 3 movements, that's it. Squat, hinge, push, bodyweight squat. Romanian deadlift with a light kettlebell or dumbbell. Push up from whatever angle you can do with perfect form. 3 times a week. That's your entire months 1 and 2. I've seen men in their 70s do exactly this, nothing else, and add 6 pounds of lean muscle in 8 weeks because their bodies had been starved of the signal to build. Walking on the treadmill for 45 minutes and calling it a workout. 3 sets of bodyweight squats, 3 sets of goblet squats with a 15-pound weight, 3 sets of push-ups. Rest 90 seconds between sets. Done in 25 minutes. That's more anabolic stimulus than an hour of cardio. Every single time. Months 3 to 4, the protein protocol that changes everything. Here's what men over 60 get completely wrong about eating for muscle. They eat like retirees, small portions, light meals. I don't need as much at my age. Catastrophic mistake. After 60, your body becomes what scientists call anabolically resistant. It needs more protein signal to build the same amount of muscle, not less. You're not eating too much. Most of you are eating 30% less protein than your body needs to do anything useful with the lifting you're doing. Months 3 and 4, you're going to add one rule on top of your training. 1 gram of protein per pound of your target body weight, every single day. If you want to weigh 175 pounds, you eat 175 grams of protein. Non-negotiable. Spread it across 4 meals minimum. Because after 60, your muscle protein synthesis peaks and drops faster than in younger men. You need those repeated spikes throughout the day. Eggs at breakfast. Greek yogurt as a snack. A palm-sized piece of lean meat at lunch. Another at dinner. Simple. Not complicated. But almost nobody does it. 1 big chicken breast at dinner and thinking you've handled your protein. 40 grams of protein in the morning within 30 minutes of waking. Studies on men over 60 show this single habit alone improves muscle protein synthesis by over 20% by the end of the day. Eggs with cottage cheese. Done. Months 5 to 6. The sleep and recovery system. Let me tell you what's actually happening to most men over 60 at night. They're sleeping 5, maybe 6 hours. They wake up 2 or 3 times. They tell themselves, that's just age. It's not just age. It's a hormonal crisis in slow motion. Growth hormone, the primary driver of muscle repair and fat loss, is released almost entirely during deep sleep. When your sleep is broken and shallow, that release collapses. You can train perfectly, eat perfectly, and still see 0 results if your recovery window is broken. Months 5 and 6, you're adding what I call the recovery stack. 3 non-negotiables. First, bedroom temperature 65 to 68 degrees. Your core body temperature needs to drop to enter deep sleep. Hot rooms kill deep sleep. Second, no screens, no alcohol within 90 minutes of sleep. Alcohol destroys your deep sleep architecture even when you feel like it helps you fall asleep faster. It doesn't. It sedates you. That's different. Third, 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate 60 minutes before bed, not magnesium oxide, not citrate, glycinate. It's the only form that actually crosses the blood-brain barrier and supports deep sleep architecture. Men who add just these 3 things report measurably better recovery, less joint stiffness in the morning, and visible muscle changes within 6 to 8 weeks. A glass of scotch to wind down and ESPN until midnight. At 9 p.m., take magnesium glycinate, dim the lights, set the thermostat to 67. No TV in the bedroom. Read for 20 minutes. You'll be in deep sleep by 10:30 and you'll wake up feeling like a different man. Quick thing before we continue. I put together a free guide. The Elite Physique Blueprint is everything you need to build muscle after 60 in one place. Link is in the description, takes 10 seconds, and if you want the exact equipment I recommend, supplements, bands, everything, my storefront link is there too. All right, back to it. Months 7 to 9, the body recomposition phase, what everyone skips. You've built the base, you've been training, protein is dialed in, recovery is better. And then men hit month 7 and think, time to push harder. They add more days, more volume, they start comparing themselves to 30-year-olds on YouTube, and they immediately overtrain, and plateau, and quit. Here's what nobody tells you about body recomposition after 60. Your body can lose fat and build muscle simultaneously at this stage, but only if you stop treating it like a 25-year-old body. Months 7 through 9, you make 2 specific changes to what you're already doing. Change 1, progressive overload. Every 2 weeks, you add 1 small challenge to each of your 3 foundational movements. 1 more rep, 5 more pounds, 1 second slower on the way down. That's it. Change 2, add 1 day of deliberate low-intensity cardiovascular work. Not jogging, walking with purpose. A brisk 35-minute walk where you're moving at 60 to 70% effort. This specifically targets the visceral fat, the dangerous fat around your organs, without raising cortisol and destroying your muscle gains. Adding a 4th or 5th lifting day because more is better. 3 strength days, 1 brisk walk day, 3 full rest or light movement days. Track your lifts in a notebook. When you add even 2.5 pounds to your squat after 2 weeks, that's a win. Compound that over 90 days. The math is extraordinary. Months 10 to 12. The Elite Maintenance Code. Here's the part of every transformation story that gets skipped. The ending. Because what happens after 9 months of real work? Most men ease off. They tell themselves they've earned a break. They go back to old habits in slow motion, and within 6 months, they're back where they started. Minus the muscle memory, plus the frustration. The maintenance phase isn't the boring part. It's the most elite part. Anyone can start. Almost nobody builds a system that lasts. Months 10, 11, and 12 are about one thing: systematizing what's working. You take your 3 best exercises, the ones where you've made the most progress, and you anchor them as permanent, non-negotiable, like brushing your teeth. 2 strength sessions minimum per week. For life. Not 3, not 5. 2 sessions you will absolutely never miss, regardless of travel, weather, social plans, or a bad week. And you add what I call the identity anchor. You stop saying, I'm trying to stay fit. You start saying out loud to yourself and to other people, I'm a man who trains. That's not motivational nonsense. That's behavioral science. Identity-based behavior is the only kind that survives decades. Men who train into their 80s don't do it because of discipline. They do it because it's who they are. Waiting until you feel like it, or until the new year, or until things slow down. Pick your 2 anchor workouts right now. Same day, same time, every week. Put them in your calendar as an appointment you cannot cancel with yourself. And then tell someone in your life, a spouse, a friend, your son, I train on Tuesdays and Fridays. That doesn't change. Say it out loud. You've just made a commitment. Remember those 2 men at the start of this video? Same age, same decade. The difference between them isn't genetics. It isn't luck. It's a decision made at month 1 that the next chapter was going to be written by them. Not by age, not by habit, not by what everyone around them was doing. You now have the blueprint. 12 months, 5 phases, every tool you need. Months 1 and 2, 3 movements, 3 days, build the pattern. Months 3 and 4, 1 gram of protein per pound of target weight, spread across the day. Months 5 and 6, temperature, magnesium glycinate, screens off your recovery becomes your weapon. Months 7 through 9, progressive overload plus zone 2 walking. Recomposition, months 10 through 12, 2 anchor sessions, identity commitment, system for life. Here's your 1 action for today. Not tomorrow. not Monday. Today. Go to your calendar right now. Block out 3 30-minute windows this week. Label them training. Don't put maybe workout. Don't put try to exercise. Put training. That's the first decision. Everything else follows from that. You're not the man slowing down. You're the man the 97% don't understand.